Welcome to Halibut Point State Park. The cries of seagulls mingle with the roar of ocean waves crashing against the rocky shore. Here, surrounded by greenbrier, shadbush, and bayberry bushes, lies a 60-foot deep granite quarry. Halibut Point is home to Rockport's Babson Farm Quarry, once one of Cape Anne's primary sources of granite output. This 170-year-old quarry holds the key to uncovering the fascinating history of an important Essex County industry. Although granite cutting on Cape Anne began at around 1710 to provide fishermen with mooring stones, the Babson Farm Quarry was not established until the 1840s. From the mid-1800s to the turn of the century, the methods of quarrying changed drastically as new ways of cutting and transporting granite became available. In the quarry's beginning, workers blasted the stone with gunpowder and emptied water out of the quarry by hand. Stone splitting was also done manually. A quarryman's toolkit consisted of several common items: a hammer, plug drills, shims, a wedge, and a spoon made up a basic tool collection. To split a large block of granite, a quarryman would drill a series of holes into the stone about 6 inches apart from each other. These holes are made by hammering a plug drill into the rock. A worker would next remove any stone dust left in the holes using a spoon tool. Into each hole, a worker then inserted 2 shims, or half rounds, and a wedge in between them. By repeatedly tapping the wedges deeper into the granite with the hammer, the shims would eventually split the stone into 2 separate blocks. As average Cape Anne granite weighs 168 pounds per cubic foot, lifting stone out of the quarry proved challenging in the mid-19th century. Therefore, quarrymen created and used a structure called a derrick, made of pulleys and blocks and tackles to lift the granite. Derricks consisted of a tall mast and a horizontal arm called a boom. Round holes, called dog holes, were drilled into either side of a stone block so that a derrick's hooks could hold and carry it. During the first 20 years of the Babson Farm Quarry's existence, teams of oxen or men powered the derricks. The steam engine, made available in the 1860s, greatly increased the quarry's productivity. The invention of steam-powered drills in the 1880s made it possible to quarry larger pieces of stone because they could drill deeper holes than drills powered by hand. Later, in the early 1900s, workers operated hand tools powered by compressed air, leaving the days of manual cutting far behind. Here is Babson Farm's towering grout pile, where waste granite pieces were dumped over the years. The Babson Farm Quarry, at its peak, contributed significantly to the local granite industry. Granite was constantly in demand, and its market enriched Essex County's economy. Cape Anne granite was sold and shipped for use in constructing building foundations, bridges, warehouses, and monuments. This granite paved thousands of streets, both here in New England and as far away as Chile and Cuba. The Babson Farm Quarry's historical importance is highlighted in one particular event: the construction of the Sandy Bay Breakwater. In 1882, Congress instructed the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers to inspect the area off Rockport as a potential location for a harbor of refuge. Once the decision was made to create this bay shelter, capable of protecting up to 5,000 ships, granite from the neighboring Babson Farm Quarry, among other quarries, was brought to construct a massive granite reef in Sandy Bay. The project came to a halt in 1915, only a quarter of the way completed, because of a lack of funding. The 50-foot-tall, mile-long mound of granite that remains serves only as a hazard to passing boats today. Like most other Cape Anne quarries, the Babson Farm Quarry closed in 1929 after the great stock market crash. The Rockport Granite Company, which had owned Babson Farm since 1910, went out of business within a year. During this time, asphalt and concrete grew in popularity as paving surfaces, ensuring that the granite industry would not recover. Today, this Essex County landmark exemplifies a long tradition of granite quarrying. Halibut Point State Park boasts the only quarry open to the public, where visitors can explore its 12 acres of unique coastal landscape and learn about its history in an informative visitors center. Though no longer a working quarry, Halibut Point preserves and celebrates an industry that both economically and socially shaped this country's history.